On the 13th of January 2006, Istanbul was designated the Capital of Culture for the year 2010 by the European Union. The European Commission decided to support this initiative with a grant scheme program called Civil Society Dialogue Istanbul 2010 European Capital of Culture. Aim of the program was to promote both the city of Istanbul and the civil society dialogue between Turkey and the European Union countries by strengthening the relationships with these countries and enhancing cooperation, particularly in the cultural field. The program was in fact addressed to non-government organizations active in the arts and cultural field. 11 projects were selected and funded within the program. Among the funded projects, there was the one conceived and carried out by the Association Adriatico-Mediterraneo in Ancona in partnership with the Association Bogazici Arts and Cultures in Istanbul. Medin Music, Identities in Music between Marke region and Turkey.
My name is Beyza. I'm from Sinop, from Black Sea region. I live in Istanbul as long as I know myself. In a way, we just met with Giovanni and he told us about this project, and it was a great opportunity to involve in that kind of project because we really consider about the civil society. It's very important for people to understand each other because in this global world you should understand what you are made of actually. So in Turkey we have a poet and he says that it doesn't matter who you are, it does matter what you are. So, and it was a great opportunity to collect people from Istanbul and Italy. As also it's a Mediterranean culture, it's very close to Turkey. So it was very exciting to make people together.
La collaborazione con la Turchia è stata quindi molto importante, sono nate delle belle amicizie, è nata proprio una collaborazione sui progetti, sulle idee, sulla musica e sull'arte. E la cosa anche molto importante, molto interessante di questo progetto è che non è finito, nel senso che questa coproduzione continuerà sia in Italia che in Turchia, e quindi ha dato vita ad un progetto. Penso che sicuramente questo sarà una delle caratteristiche principali e anche un risultato importante.
Everything began back in September 2010 within the Adriatic and Mediterranean International Festival, a festival which takes place in Ancona, Italy every year. For that occasion we decided to open up to Turkey and to Istanbul, and to make Istanbul and Turkey's ancient culture known through the languages of cinema, photography and music. To this aim, during the festival we organized a concert in the scenic setting of the Mole Vanvitaliano. The notes of Milagro Acustico and Kef Kef carried the listeners to the east, making them enjoy the sonorities rooted in the Mediterranean area. At the same time, we set up 2 photographic exhibitions on Istanbul and the Mediterranean, picturing places, people and the lifestyle in Turkey. We also organized the Turkish Cinema Week to honor the artistic realities which have been establishing themselves in the thriving Turkish film scene in the last years. In December 2010, Medin Music arrived in Turkey, and this time attention was paid particularly to visual arts. In the auditorium of the Academy of Fine Arts Mimar Sinan in Istanbul, Güney Selik's music was a source of inspiration for the illustrator and artist from Ancona, Umberto Grati. This experience was actually a dialogue between music and visual arts, between tradition and innovation. While Güney was playing his music, images were coming to life in Umberto's skillful hands, as in a dance. The pictorial features changed through improvisations, in a continuum of shapes and colors. The creation came into being, was completed and then faded, each phase accompanied by the sounds and rhythms produced by Güney's canon, thus becoming material for new creations.
È stata questa esperienza sicuramente mi ha arricchito, perché ho avuto modo di comunicare senza parole, senza linguaggi particolari, se non quello dell'arte, della sensazione, quella dell'emozione. Per cui ogni volta che si ripete questa esperienza rimane sempre qualcosa dentro, questo scambio emotivo anche tra culture diverse, e ti accorgi poi che anche se non ti conosci, non ti sei mai visto, vivi in mondi diversi, c'è invece un cuore unico, un linguaggio, una sintonia che va al di là di tanti concetti e parole, insomma.
Core of the project was the concert for string orchestra and soloists, Medi Music, a journey in music between the Marques and Turkey. A collective research aiming at reaching a common understanding and shared values, using music as the channel of communication. The formula proposed was a string orchestra conducted by Maestro Roberto Molinelli, with the participation of Turkish and Italian soloists, artistic excellences expressly selected for this exclusive project. Roberto Molinelli, Alexander Pugliani, Marco Santini, Giovanni Seneca, Jada Pirali, Onur Nak, Cevat Akbulut, Hussein Bulant, these were the undisputed protagonists of the medin Music project.
Devo dire che entrambe le compagini hanno collaborato in maniera molto propositiva, si sono impegnati moltissimo e tutti hanno dato il loro massimo per questo progetto, quindi difficoltà non ci sono state nel farli interagire. Il rapporto con Jada Pirali è stato fantastico, è una bravissima pianista e musicista, una brava arrangiatrice e compositrice, e devo dire che tutti noi che abbiamo partecipato, sia come esecutori, io come direttore, anche come compositore, che i vari solisti, Alessandro Pugliani, la stessa Jada Pirali e tutti i musicisti turchi, ci siamo trovati molto bene, perché per tutti la parola d'ordine è stata comunicare emozioni.
The best part of this project for me is, I think, the collaboration between two different kind of music. Turkish music is a monophonic music, and it has very different tunes compared with European music, but it was a very good mixture and cooperation of different kinds of musics together. And I really also want to thank to the Perfect String Orchestra, both in Istanbul and in Italy. We had 5 concerts in total, and I really had fun. I think all the musicians, also the audience had quite a lot of fun. So it was a great experience, and I hope in the future we keep on giving concerts with the same orchestra and the same musicians for long times.
On March 2010, there was the debut in Istanbul with a double concert at the Enka Foundation Auditorium and at Turkan Saylan Cultural Center. In May, the concert was performed also in Italy in the Marques, precisely in the cities of Ancona, Macerata and Urbino. The concert program included songs of the two countries to testify that music can communicate a universal message, capable of overcoming cultural, linguistic and ideological barriers. Together with the Italian and Turkish traditional repertoire, also some original compositions by Roberto Molinelli, Giovanni Seneca and Jada Pirali were performed. The mixture of Turkish, Balkan and Italian influences integrated with the soloist's background, creating a music production contaminated by the fund of experience carried by each actor individually. The diversity of training, the different paths they had undertaken up to that moment represented the real added value of the project.
È stata un'esperienza molto, devo dire, gratificante anche poter collaborare in questo anche con i musicisti turchi. Ho trovato un entusiasmo che non avrei pensato. Devo dire che inizialmente c'è stato un po' da affrontare lo scoglio della non abitudine all'esecuzione dei brani turchi, che però poi con un po' di consuetudine abbiamo superato, insomma, anche grazie appunto all'aiuto di Jade e gli altri musicisti turchi.
Of course, the project focused on music, but it represented also the opportunity to develop human relationships. The activities carried out, in fact, gave us the chance to get to know each other and spend time together. Friendships were forged, and new forms of collaboration for the future were discussed. Mutual understanding between the two countries was deepened, between these two geographical areas which may look very different at a first glance, but which have come into close relationship. 50 artists involved, 7 concerts, 60 art shots for 2 photographic exhibitions, 1 digital painting performance, 2 music seminars, 3 special meetings, 5 films projected, over 10,000 people reached in Istanbul and in the Marquis. These are the figures of the project Medin Music. A deepening and entertainment proposal capable of establishing links and relationships among cultural operators, institutions, academies and research centres, the inhabitants of the Marquis and the town of Istanbul. We brought a piece of the Marquis in Turkey and exported a part of Turkey to Italy. We wanted to pay homage to Istanbul, a fascinating town which, with its unique geographical position and its 1,000-year cultural heritage, represents the essence of the country, the connection between Europe and Asia. A piece of world straddling 2 continents, which make Istanbul the meeting point of different cultures and civilizations. Entering Constantinopolis on a beautiful morning, the head of the helmsman told us, "Believe me, gentlemen, it's a fine moment in a man's life."